So I don't want to get blamed or keep getting blamed for other people's responsibilities. And when I say that, if you have a child, you know what I mean? That child or children are not my responsibility. Okay? It's not my responsibility to babysit them for free. They eat my food. They get free structure from me. And you know, I'm a healthcare provider. So if your kid has some sort of like mental, health issues, I'm still helping that kid with the behavioral problems, right? So it's not free. You know what I mean? So I don't understand, when people invite me to their house, and then they leave me with their kid overnight, right? And then they say, I'm not paying rent. What the fuck does that even mean? Why are you leaving me with your kid, first of all, right? So it's not free. Because I used to work as a caregiver, and I remember, and I was working with like adults. They're not as challenging as kids, right? And I was getting paid, I was getting free meal, and I was getting like my own room and stuff. I don't have to chase some mentally challenged, toddler around, right? So I don't understand where this complaint is coming from. You know what I mean? If your kid got taken away from you, that's your problem. That's not my fault, right? These are the same women that had babies for the wrong reason. It's for the welfare check. They wanted to have a mixed baby because it's going to bring them attention, and they want to show people that they pulled a guy from another race, right? And then they don't understand the responsibilities that come with a kid. Now their kid is getting taken away or some shit, and then they blame it on me. And I'm like, I didn't get you pregnant, and I don't even preach that kind of stuff, because I'm like, literally, get away from me. If you're doing dumb shit like that, I'll not support it. From day one, I didn't support it, right? So why are you blaming me now? I want to know. Do you still want like free services, which I'm not gonna give you, by the way, because I didn't give birth to those kids, right? Like, my kids are good, right? Just because you see me doing well and taking care of my kids, it does not mean you can blame me for your failures. That's not my fucking problem, man, right? I don't support women who have kids for the wrong reasons, okay? As soon as I see you doing dumb shit like that, I don't know you. Deadass. That's so wrong on so many levels. I don't want to be associated by that. And I don't want you to use me, because I'm hella mixed too, right? Because I see this thirsty ass, women that want to like pull men from like different race, whatever. They want to get close to me to get some like white guy or some Asian guy or Arabic guy, because I have all of those genetics, or a black guy. I have all the three races in my genetic, right? So I don't support it, right? Because imagine, right, somebody just having like mixed kids because you just want the attention. You can say, oh my gosh, I'm raising a kid that's like multi-generational mixed, whatever, right? And first of all, like, I'm not even your kid, so I don't know you, right? So if I insult you, because if you bother me, right, if you're like not mixed, whatever, you're trying to get a guy from like a different race, whatever, I'm just gonna talk shit. I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, they're not good women. That's all. Because I didn't give you the permission to use me as a man catcher or whatever. I'm just gonna cock block you because I don't know you like that. The fuck, Like, my grandmothers are like my great grandfathers. They already mixed me, right? So I don't know this like unmixed women. I don't know them. I have no idea. Because like in my family tree, there's not one person who's like 100% something, you know what I mean? Unless if they're white, because I'm like 90% white, right? So yeah, like, if you do that, if you're like 100% like, unambiguous black woman, or 100% like Filipino woman, I'm just gonna cock block you because I don't know you guys. You can't use me to get a guy. It is what it is. If you can't get a guy on your own, that means you're ugly. Deadass. You know what I mean? So I think that's part of it too. that they despite me now, whatever, because I would not let them act like they know me, because they don't. I never had a nanny. I never had I never had a Nigerian nanny. I never had a Filipino nanny. So when I go out in the world, whatever, I don't know you guys. So it's weird to me. What are you guys trying to do, right? You guys didn't raise me, right? So I'm very structured, yeah. I get that from my Irish side, yeah. I don't know why you guys are trying to take credit, you know what I mean? But I also understand a woman's psyche, right? So, how did I get the Irish genetic? Okay. So my great-grandfather is Irish on my mom's side, right? So because he married, or he was like with an East African woman who's like minority, now they think that trickles down to them. I'm like, no, it does not, right? So you cannot take credit. You cannot try to pull an Irish guy through me. I don't know you guys like that. Go to a dating app or some shit. Leave me the fuck alone, right? And I brought like being structured for a reason. So that kind of like makes me a lot of money, just like being structured and just being, organized and stuff, you know what I mean? So they see that, you know what I mean? They desire that in their kids. But the thing is, it's okay to desire it, right? But as long as you're not bothering me though, right? Because like, again, I'm just gonna cock block you, that's it, right? Because I'm structured, I don't like when people fuck with my structure. That's it, bro. I'm just gonna cock block you, that's it. Dead ass. Also, because I am very observant, I see how you guys try to compete with white women. I'm white, okay? I'm 90% white, so I identify as white. I'm closer to white girls than black girls and Asian girls or Indian girls or Middle Eastern, you know what I mean? I would say like white girls, right? White women and Middle Eastern. Maybe sometimes India and like East Africa a little bit, but not like Asia, whatever. Although I have like a little bit of Japanese in me, but that's it, right? So you can't use my great-grandfather who chose like a East African woman to compete with white women, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna choose those women's side because I'm 90% white, that's it, you know what I mean? So you can't, it's just, you can't do that, you know what I mean? You can't try to make like a white woman feel bad because you stole her man. Like, that's so dumb, first of all, because like white women are like the most desirable women in the world. So I don't know what you're trying to do. Even if I was like black, I'll tell you that shit. Like, no, you're delusional. You know what I mean? First of all, they don't give a fuck, right? If you try to make them jealous and shit. Because I've seen it, you know what I mean? But you guys care, right? So what I'm trying to say is don't use me to try to make, women who are like me jealous. Because it's not gonna work, right? It's dumb as fuck. So how did I end up identifying as white? I would say like I was confused, and then once I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just accept myself for who I am. And I think a part of it was because like I had a stroke and stuff, so that makes you like forget who you are and stuff. But then I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, there's no way like my phenotype, like having like green eyes and blue eyes and like the strawberry hair and freckles is from like Africa or some shit, right? I'm like, okay, I'm white. It's just, it is what it is. And like, it made me uncomfortable just like talking about race and shit, right? But anyways, but like once I started like just living in my truth, and I'm like, okay, I feel, content. But yeah, this is not my hair. Let me show you my hair. I'll be right back. But the titties are mine. 1 second. Let me just tell you one more thing, okay? One more thing. Let me tell you something. But yeah, the titties are mine. I have freckles on my titties. But yeah, so like with my skin tone, it's like, okay, first of all, like the texture, because I was like looking at my skin texture and comparing it to like black people's skin texture, and it's not the same, right? So I was like working in a nursing home one time, right? And then I saw this British person that I was working with, and then the texture is like the same, you know what I mean? But the tone, my skin tone is like golden, beige, you know what I mean? But I think like the deep, so like if you look like really like close, right? Sometimes if I have like a cold sore and then the skin falls off, it's white under, right? So I'm like, am I burned? What the fuck is going on? Because like I was born in Africa, right? So I don't know if this like it's a tan, because with like my family, like we've been living there for a while, right? And then because like we live in Canada, it's cold now, so like I'm like getting lighter and stuff. So I'm like, I'm waiting to see, because is this my skin tone? I don't know. Anyways, my kids, right? They're really white, right? And their dad, he's like 40% black, right? And I'm just like wondering, as I'm more white than my husband, right? So it's like, anyways, I'm still trying to figure out. But let me show you the picture of my real hair, my hair. So this is my real hair. I was confused because like it gets like red and blondish, and I'm like, is there a name for this? And then one time my roommate, she has red hair, and she's like, oh, it's called strawberry hair. I'm like, ah. And then I was like checking the the personality type, and then it matches my personality type to the T. And I thought my hair was 4C, which is not. That's a black hair, that's an African hair type. But I learned my hair is 1B. So it's between wavy hair and straight hair. So you don't have to do much to get it to be curly. You can manipulate it really easy. Yeah, like even if I brush it, it looks straight. And then if I braid it, because I unbraided my hair and it looks curly here, right? So yeah, I'm gonna like look at the other genetics that I have in my hair. So I get the silkiness because my hair is very, very silky and is very soft. So I get that from my Turkish side, yeah. And then on the side, it's very thick. That's from my Indian side. And then the middle is Italian. But I get the red hair from my Irish side, and the blonde is from my Italian side. So yeah, like it's very interesting because then at the back is like Somali hair. I don't know if you guys know Somalis. They don't have the same hair as West African hair, like type 1. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like long, you know what I mean? Sometimes very soft, just like other races of hair. But anyways, so that's that. And I'm still like learning about my hair. So for example, my hair doesn't like heavy products. I have to wash it all the time, and then I have to get like a very like light oil. That's about it. Like I don't put a lot of products in my hair, otherwise it weighs down, you know what I mean? And then it starts to break and it's gonna like clog my pores and stuff, and I don't know. But yeah, I don't have to do a lot. And by the way, like my hair loves avocado, you guys, dead ass. The other day I ate avocado and then I went to the washroom, right? And then I saw it in the mirror. I could literally see my hair just like glowing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair just like soaked in, the wow, like my hair just like soaked in the protein from the avocado, right after I ate it. That's really interesting. It was so shiny. It was just like sparkling. I can just see it just my hair just soaking it in. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know if the pregnancy, I think if it's the pregnancy, because your hair gets really like thick and long, and I don't know, something to do with like fertility and stuff. Okay, so the reason I brought this up, talking about my genetics and stuff, is just that I'm really mixed, you know what I mean? There's no way my mom is like 100% something, because my mom is really mixed, my dad is really mixed, right? But yeah, so you can't take credit for that. I don't like talking about race. It annoys the shit out of me, but some people just like to bring it up when they see me going on about my day, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I just want to go grocery shopping, okay? Some people do stare at me. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm pretty and stuff. That's the only explanation that I have, because I have like the big titties, like the sex appeal and stuff. So yeah, of course I'm gonna get attention. You know what I mean? But anyways, I don't want people to take credit for something that my mom did or my great grandmothers did. You know what I mean? It's not right. Go build your own family and just leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? I'll just sit here and analyze my phenotype. I don't want you to do that. That's not your job, okay? Anyways, good night.